Hello there, welcome to another recording. We are near enough where I left off. That robot's come out of his machine thingy now. I don't think it's hostile, it's just a general maintenance bot. This is open. He's here. Dusting, oh, he's just a cleaner. And he's not hostile to me picking stuff up. That's good. So let's see what we can nab, loot, etc, etc. That's where we could have got in. I'll have these. Not that I need the substation repair kit now anymore, great, eh? Ooh, weapon. Ooh, shock rod. Shock rod. But also does corrosive. Interesting. Does the same amount of damage. Well, that's interesting. It does corrosive damage as well. Interesting. That might be a better one to use. Mightn't it? It might be a better one to use. Anything I need to swap out? Really? I have got a few things to sell, haven't I? Incendiary triple barrel. So my current one does more damage, but this does set them on fire. Is that any better? Should I give it a go? Should we give it a go? Swap it for a trial? Shall we? That's my little spacer's choice. Okay, the triple barrel looks a bit different now. That's my rifle. Let's load up. And that is my shock one. Okay. Interesting. Right, let's go down to where that Dippy Man was, talking gibberish. Now it should all be opened up.
Loyal subject, la la la.
Wow, I think this is the guy outside. He's had three mental refreshments. No wonder he's how he is. Blimey. It can't be good for you.
Yeah.
I really do need to see if I've got any better armour, don't I? Let's have a look. Oh, that's a level 9. Peacekeeper is the same. That might be a good one. Actually, it's essentially the same as what I'm wearing. I lose the defensive plates, but I put those on myself. That's the same. Grit enhancing. That jacket. Okay, so I mean it's kind of that only does 10 damage resistance. I think that could be better. And then put maybe some defense on. That has got a defense on its light arm. $20 and $50. That's all the same, isn't it? So should I put on?
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and that's appreciated. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. That's... Anyway, was there anything else you needed?
Yeah, I want some crafting.
Sure, always happy to tool.
Hang
I
on.
worry Zeb's in over his head with all of this.
Yeah.
Sure, all.
Cool. Mods. Armour. What am I wearing? Is that what I'm wearing? Peacekeeper armour. I need to have a look, I can't remember. Trooper plate carrier. Trooper plate carrier medium. Okay.
Can't get that anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure.
Trooper.
Oh.
Trooper plate carrier. Oh, okay. That's that one. Shock corrosion. Plasma soak. Defensive plates. I put some defensive plates on now. Okay. No income attached below 50% health. So when I get started on low, I stand a chance to deflect some back or ignore it. That's good. So this guy has had 3 mental refreshments.
No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed.
Loyal subject.
He won't talk to me now.
La la la.
Right, let's go down that hatch. Anything here? Ooh, is that another shotgun? Ooh, another one. There's a lot of triple barrels around here. Right, let's go to Westport, shall we? Which is here. So what we got? Save subversives. Okay. I could return and get rid of those books. Let's go here. Westport.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering.
At least it's not shooting the water anymore.
Benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you...
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the
The sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm. And we were left to scramble for purpose and profit like Auntie's workers.
The perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna. The pleasant atmosphere. And rich...
Is it worth having a nosy about
saying I'd rest
before we
easier
speak
if
to
there'd
this
been a
guy?
sound tube. Originally, that generator goes?
These aren't showing us being owned.
Working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm.
But you just know I'm going to get picking a load of stuff up and it's going to be like,
Everything? Literally everything I own. Trust the plan. Preserve
To
said
inform
progress,
on a neighbor is a
sustain the
blessing,
system,
fruit it says.
serve the
I'm still
sovereign.
waiting for a few thank yous.
Is it? It's going to be worth me. What you doing? Companions, what we got? Inez. Can we... How do we pass stuff to our companions? Like that one what I've just took off, which is that one. How do I... How do you give it to your companions, or can't you? Don't know. Something I need to look up.
The system is resilient. The system abides. But now,
This is probably when I'll find things being owned.
to maintain it. Keep
No.
doing your job with
Okay. He says any misdeeds.
same as ever.
So, and yet none of these are
Extra added
owned,
zeal for now,
which is a bit...
just to offset any
Yeah.
minor disruption.
The robot don't look good.
Feeling distracted?
Several beds in here. Interesting. You would think this stuff would be set as owned.
All inhabitants are declared free.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Against seizure,
Okay.
sabotage, and/or manipulation of predatory falsity.
Okay. Okay, hopefully that may give us some info when it comes to talking to the main guy, because I wonder if that was his.
Executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran
All this propaganda and stuff spouting it.
resources, and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life.
Keycard, Westport generator. Okay. Going to be a bit of a quest to pump that water out. Right. Okay. Let's speak to this guy. This is where I'll probably find things owned. Might put my bucket on.
word on the wireless is that Auntie's Choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
Stay true, outsider. Stay true, outsider.
Well, it's infected. Redstone are...
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess.
You walked in here under your own steam. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm. From what I've heard about Auntie's...
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our society... This is dangerous talk. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my... The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Well, now, that should... I recognize these patients require more. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey with... All right, be careful.
There's a lot of places to search around.
Apologies,
Yeah.
but an automechanical's work is never
Never
concluded.
done. I hate it when, I mean, it's great when they do buildings with this many rooms and that many things happening, but from a searching and looking up for things point of view, it's a pain in the butt.
Those pills were magnificent. Are they part of it? Prudence dictates we leave the burden of thought to our betters.
That's the problem I have. Mentally refreshed subject. Okay. Right, let's have a talk to this mentally refreshed subject. Oh, hello. Money in the bin, really. Will you guys?
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts.
Okay, yeah, right. Let's go upstairs, find this guy.
Greetings. Do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport. Once a shining testament to protective... But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. I beg to differ. Those walls have stood for over a century and would easily have stood for another, were it not for Auntie's greed and envy and explosives. Sabotage and/or manipulative. That is unlikely, as our society was built from the. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all, unlike those corporate colonies where it's every person for themselves. They love it as much as I. Why, we've even eradicated the drug. That brings me to I believe something. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of, we are not miracle. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be we are of like minds. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
Led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand.
Why, we're traitors, obviously. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain my linguistic embellishment. Responsibility was I owe it to every single person here to try.
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Wonderful. The parts can be found at the Euphoria. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
the native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch working with and...
Hey, Commander. Could I have a word with you real quick? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them. Right. Okay. Well, if we do as Milverstreet's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care they need and not be sentenced to death. Milverstreet also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a Ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain, if he can be trusted. Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all I'm getting at. Guess it's south then.
Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. Inhabitants are declared.
He's still saying I need to speak to him.
Outsider? Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of
Pshaw! Why, I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating defecting the Protectorate, let alone for that cesspool of inanity.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes...
The only thing they need, that all of us here need, Nobody needs go. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it. Before I'd even... When I look out, I have the aid. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone... I don't know. I have a brighter future in mind for what all of us need most here are those auto-mechanical parts. Now, please, farewell now.
We all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community.
Okay. So. Let's have a look. Secure West Point. You convince curation to vote to at once. And this way to us. Okay. So, I need to speak to a few people. Okay, right.
And thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I fear much. Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote.
Do you think our enemies
Prudence
envy our prosperity
dictates
all the time?
we reject individuals.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors. I'm sure this is all part of
Choice
the
sure
paradigm.
sounds exhausting.
The base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient.
Is this gonna get me in trouble?
But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors.
I'll do a save.
As ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little
See what
extra
happens.
added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruptions.
Okay, so this will allow me to change to Auntie's choice. Okay, right, I'm going to leave that for now.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Now he's a named character, so I reckon he's going to be one I need to persuade.
Why? Because the matriarch
Try.
herself designed it.
The matriarch and sovereign appeared right out of the aether. Caught me reciting passages from a... That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful, and why, that's wonderful. Others in Westport fail to perceive a reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury.
Why, they are certainly. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. If I understand the subtext, that means yes. Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field?
We have everything we need.
Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air? An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all...
With a full case, I might gorge upon such... Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth... I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to... Righto! Well, you seem rather confident.
The perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna.
So is that one
Pleasant
I've talked to?
atmosphere. And
That's,
natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex...
Greetings,
Requisitions, mate.
non-protectorate wretches.
Hello.
With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items. Initiating.
Where, if each of us...
Greetings! No, however, I may offer you a limited initiating.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my... Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing, I mean, all the underlying logic. Subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able. I assume those are approved loudspeaker control terminal is in the Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Much to do, true. We lose power to charge our mechs. This place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or even if I did ever... Void dang... Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the architect's plan. Think I care more about renew... Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we... What? Do me a favor. Keep out from underfoot. And away from that curativist rope. Talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome. Well, mech, the combat, and the right parts. Outsider.
Sabotage and or manipulative indoctrination.
Did I not manage that then? I wonder if I didn't do that. Okay. So I think I've kind of done it. It says go and speak to him, so shall we try?
Vexatious disruptions keep befalling Westport. When are things gonna settle back again?
Let's see. Ah.
Everyone knows the paradigm
Welcome back.
epitomizes the pinnacle of social
The itinerant stranger returns.
because the matriarch herself designed it.
Parts can be found at the... Now, please.
And executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. And a lack of community.
Can I do the sabotaging?
Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to
Let's do
guide
that.
them. Here on Eden,
be quite
we all
funny.
enjoy the full luxury the paradigm
Let's do that.
Salutations! This is DB Milva Street of Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without issue.
I'm loath to admit it, but the enemy propaganda sure does sound delicious.
We don't pre-select your assignment at birth.
Okay. How do I get in here then?
Choices in the name for a reason. Without further ado, I hereby extend my personal invitation to you all to join us in Fairfield.
Any way I can get in? Oh. Oh, hello. I don't know how I'm gonna get out. Okay. Am I going to get out now? Whoa. There we go. Truth. Right. Can we do it now? Or is he still going to insist I need to get those mech parts?
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge.
Listen
Right, okay. So to get the extra credit, I think what I'm going to do is go to the auto mech. That one. Let these guys absorb Auntie's propaganda for a bit.
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning.
These new official announcements. Why, you got a right serious look in your eye. What happened? No, that's it, I'm afraid. Just a matter. Whatever are all of us gonna do now? Nothing more I can do. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, yeah. You can...
Auntie's choice. Introducing Auntie's new...
Well, okay, so I think that's everybody convinced. And we've got to go down here now. And it's 15 minutes. So... going to do that. I think it'll be a save.
What do you mean you're leaving? Shift over. I have a life outside the place, you know.
Ooh, that doesn't look good. And I bet there's some good loot in there as well. But I'm not sure I want to go near it.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here.
Can I?
Ah, it's warped. Looks like everything else.
Ew, okay. Never mind, sorry. Let's talk.
Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport stockpiles of... Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bomb... Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. True enough. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to... Unless I missed my guess, the center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel... Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regret... Yes and no. Which is... Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies? These were stalwart defense... No! Some other unfortunate fate has been... Likewise...
Might be a good chance to try out my...
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Try my new plasma shot. Okay, that is particularly effective. Over-prepared. Missing only a shot or two doesn't matter. You've already reloaded. If you ever let a weapon run out of ammo, you'll deal less damage for a short time. But your guns now hold more ammo. Ooh. Shall I have that one? More ammo. I'll risk it.
Liquidate him!
Okay. Was that a good floor to have? I don't know. It could hold more ammo. I'm just gonna have to be careful I don't really empty. Which could be maybe a tad tricky.
Once we arrive at the Automech facility, we'll unload and begin cataloging the state of the various Automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the Sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign. We made it. Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh shit! Crabbles! Form defensive perimeter type 14A!
Okay. Let's head. Oh, who's this? What if I do? Let's get to this place and save. This better not be a minefield. Otherwise, I'm going to be mighty annoyed. That woman wanted some flowers or something from round here, didn't she? What were they? Artless Lephoria, okay. Don't like those. She said that they grow inside. Oh, that's that horrible stuff. Okay, and that's them there. Okay. Inventory. Will that help? Come on. Yes. Okay, so that's that complete. And I had that in there, didn't I? Probably ought to swap those two. In fact, I might swap those so that I've got my shotgun. Yeah, okay, right, so I've got that. Right, so I'm going to go to the front gate, save and quit. Right, that's going to be my next destination. So I shall see you on the next one. Catch you later, goodbye.